We are live. Hey guys, I'm Wolfie, and today I got you a mock draft. I decided to do something fun, something that some of you probably have never seen before, something a little different that may blow you guys away. I already made a video on it, but I'm going to do this live first, and then I'm going to finish editing that video, and then I'm going to release that video. But I decided to do a live one instead with this action.
Filing your tax return is different.
I just want to say, don't judge me on this. I know I'm the trade back king, but I want to see this move, and I want you guys to judge it and really be like, I don't know, man, but just hear me out. Hear me out when we do it. And then, of course, we'll jump into the local pro day roster of all the players that were at the local pro day for the San Francisco 49ers, future prospects potentially for the 49ers that we are familiar with, that we would want the 49ers to draft, because there are some unnamed guys I have never seen, never heard, like on any spectrum, like whatsoever. So, and I know I made the mistake of going live when Larry Krueger went live, but I set the time. That's the way it is, and I know my boys will show up when they show up. If not, totally all love regardless, man. I appreciate everyone who joins us live, and we talk and chit chat. I appreciate y'all, I really do. JCK, filing your taxes return is different. You got your ads. What up? Hey, Papa J in the host. Best mod of broken Aspor. Val in the host, showing some love. That's why I like. Hey, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. And of course, we're brought to you by water. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for It's good for your entire body. It's good for your blood. It's good for your organs. It's good for your bowels. Even water. H2O. It's the way to go. I got a new option here. It says share your referral link. New streaming or looking up to level up. Check out our streaming. Oh, okay, never mind. I was worried. I got a new option on my comment thing. I thought it was kind of weird. All right. All right. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. If you haven't hit that like button already, let's go ahead and jump into the fun stuff, the good stuff, the delicious stuff. And that is the 49ers local pro day. Let's see the names that, if I can bring it up. Oh, come on. Come on. Pa! Okay. Here is all the list, the entire local pro day players. 43 of them showed up. So, that was kind of interesting. Let's see who are some familiar names, some that we're familiar with, some we're not, and see if we're excited about them or not. The one that I'm intrigued on. I'm intrigued by this player. Sorry, I just had my dinner, my would-be dinner before this live, so I'm like, ooh. All right. Alec Ayomaner. I can't really pronounce that name. I would just call him Ayo if we ever drafted him. But Alec here, 6'2", 210 pounds from Stanford College. The thing about him is, I like him and stuff, but he doesn't have the most reliable hands. Sometimes he'll make an incredible catch, but then most of the time he doesn't have the most reliable hands in this draft. He's got decent speed. He's a decent receiver, projected to go somewhere in the second round. It's maybe early third round type wide receiver. He's one of the best blocking receivers in this draft. So there is that. So there's probably a good chance that he's going to get drafted by the 49ers. The only thing I would push against that is the fact that he is projected to go in the second round to third round, where it's kind of like, why would you draft a guy? I'm not into drafting a guy with the 43rd pick or the 75th pick that's a wide receiver. And if it is, it better be someone like Jack Beck or Jaden Higgins or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest Alec Ayomaner guy, but, it is what it is. One in the host. Now use one of their 30 visits on Kyle Williams. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Don't tell me that, man. That hurts. That hurts. Is he on this list? No, he's on this. He wasn't on this list. But, yeah, I guess, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not. It's got, dude. His name is Kyle Williams, bro. It's Kyle Williams. I swear to God, if they draft him, man, it's going to be too much pressure. It's going to be a lot of pressure on that guy for sure. So Alec Ayomaner, I'm not interested in drafting him because there's 3 or 4 wide receivers I'd rather draft instead of this guy with that 43rd or 75th pick, if that's actually potential. Because that's supposed to be what because that's supposed to be what he's drafted in the second or third round. And I don't think he's that kind of type of guy, considering that we needs a D-line and guard and other positions as well. So I'm not really into that. Next up, we got the 49ers favorite, the 49ers favorite linebacker of all 49ers fans across all 49ers content creators, Teddy Buchanan out of California, 6'2", 235 pounds. People call him the Fred Warner clone. He was there at the pro day. That's exciting. You know, if we draft him, it won't be until like the 5th or 6th round, potentially maybe the 4th round. He's that kind of type of player. So he could be an absolute steal. So I know a lot of people are saying, oh, linebacker's important, so you got to get in the 3rd or whatever. I don't know, man. If you think Teddy Buchanan is your starter, and this team has doing pretty good with linebackers, if they can get this guy in the 5th or late 4th, why not? I mean, you got your starting linebacker there. Teddy Buchanan was at the pro day. I don't know the rest of these guys. Don't know Kaleo, don't know Gathan, don't know Xavier Carlton, Jordan Cobbs, Ryan Coe, Ricky Correa. Is there anyone else that's notable that was there? Anyone else? Hey! Nick Nash, y'all. We got Nick Nash. I like Teddy, but I'm not sure if he's an offensive linebacker or if he's a Greenlaw type. That's true. I think he's supposed to be like more of a cover guy for like Fred Warner and stuff like that. I think he's more of a Fred Warner type. I do agree with that. People wouldn't call him like not only does he look like Fred Warner, he actually plays like Fred Warner is what people call him. So next up, you got Nick Nash, though, number 86, 6'3", 195. Big fan of Nick Nash, man. I hope Nick Nash gets drafted by the 49ers in the late round. It's one of those guys that I absolutely love. If you already draft a wide receiver, I don't see the issue. I wouldn't force the issue, of course. But, like, Nick Nash, man's the guy. 6'3", 195. He can attack the ball really well. He has sneaky athleticism. Some people want to criticize his slow 40, which I think was like 4.57, 4.6, something like that. Nah, man, Nick Nash he's a quarterback turned wide receiver. He's him, man. He's a true football player when it comes to wide receiver. I would absolutely love that. Chandler Rogers. I've never heard of that guy before. Anyone else I'm familiar with? Nope. Everyone else, I have no idea who they are. The only ones I'm familiar with that was at the pro day was Nick Nash. Nick Nash, Teddy Buchanan, and Alec Ayomaner are the only 3 players out of this entire list that I am familiar with. So, like, majority of these will probably end up being undrafted guys. So I guess they're getting their hands on some undrafted players here. Nick Nash, though, I'm a big fan of 6'3", 195. Buchanan, 6'2", 235. The one thing that's giving me pause, it's kind of like a sign of something they shouldn't do, that the 49ers shouldn't do, is the fact that at practice, Alec was wearing the number 10. Don't. Nah, man. Nah. When I saw he was wearing number 10, I was like, definitely not. Definitely don't get that guy. That is a sign. That is an absolute sign to not give this guy, to not draft this guy, dude. He obviously wouldn't wear number 10 because Mac Jones is wearing number 10, but there's just the fact that he's wearing number 10 right now at practice should just be a sign enough to not get that guy. But, you know John Lynch, man, and how like the NFL works and stuff like that. If there's someone they believe in, that they love, that went to somewhere they're familiar with, like a school, for example, for John Lynch, he went to Stanford. He's going to show a little bit more bias, a little bit more love for those Stanford players. And I don't want that to happen, man. If Alec fell maybe to the 4th or 5th round, sure, something like that, man. But we need D tackles. We need offensive linemen. We need DNs. We need guards, man. I'd rather have a linebacker instead of a wide receiver, to be honest with you, a corner, a safety, other than getting someone like this. It's not like you're getting Jaden Higgins or Jack Beck. You know what I mean? I'd much rather get one of those guys for sure than someone like this. But that's the pro day. There's not really much going on with pro days, to be honest with you. That's everyone else at the list. Mac better change that number if he ever hits that field for us, right? Switch the jersey out. All right, we'll give you number 11, right? Or number 9. Number 11 is Brandon Ayuk. So Can't exactly do that, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I totally agree with you. I 110% agree with you, Pop. I got to change that number. Still, Mac Jones at linebacker. He can do it all. I would love to see that, man. That would actually that would be comedy gold. That would be must-see TV, man. Throw him at linebacker for sure. We need a solid QB3, in my opinion. You got what's his name? I think Mac Jones is solid, and then you got Tanner Mordecai. I think Tanner Mordecai is a solid QB3 with high huge upside. If not, get a guy undrafted or a 7th round pick, use on quarterback or something. But it's definitely not something you would use on a draft pick, like a 4th round or 5th round or anything like that on a quarterback. That would be a waste. You have way too many more priorities than that. So I'd much rather just get an undrafted guy again and work with that instead. So, all right. So that's the local pro day. That's everything that's happened at the pro day. If there's any names here that's standing out to you guys, let me know. But I mean, Xavier Colleton's a D lineman, 6'6", 275. That's big size for a 275 lineman. There's really no one else I'm familiar with. It's just those 3 players. Might have to check out this Chandler Rogers guy from California. See how he plays. See how he's doing. All right. So that is the list. And those are the only 3 notable players that were at the local pro day. And I do know, I also do know that the 49ers have invited Talik Williams from Ohio State to a 30, whatever, what's it called? Is it called 30 for 30 visit? Is that what it's called? I don't know exactly what it's called, but I know their 30 visits or whatever. Talik Williams, who's a D lineman, has been invited to the 49ers. So he's part of that 30, which is pretty cool. I like that. Definitely sit around if we could get a quarterback for sure. I wouldn't be against that at all. What else did they – hold on. See if they have anybody else. 49ers, 30-day visit, 30 visit tracker. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. 49ers. All right, for the 49ers, Kyle Williams brought in, like someone brought that up. I think that was who was that? Juan, yeah. That's Juan's guy. I love Talik Williams. He's a dog against the run. He's solid, dude. Him next to Walter Nolan would be insane. I love me some Talik Williams. All right, so let me just go ahead and share this with you guys. This is the official list so far of all the 30 visits right now. Kyle Williams. Like, look, man, I like Kyle Williams. Like, he's actually good. Like, if you actually watch his film, and you watch people break him down, it's like, you're like, okay, I'm sold. He's a good wide receiver. It's just, I've brought this up before, and I'll bring it up again just to kind of reiterate myself here that, look, if we drafted Kyle Williams, all eyes would be on him. Every time he makes a mistake, it would be tenfold, right? Because all that pressure – it would be as if he was a first-round draft pick. It would be as if he was the first overall pick in the draft. Because when your name is Kyle Williams, you're playing wide receiver. I know you don't give him number 10. That's obviously something you definitely shouldn't do. But whether you like it or not, man, people are just going to be like, oh, I knew we shouldn't have got Kyle Williams. Oh, I know we shouldn't have bothered doing that. It's just going to be a whole thing. And then everyone's going to jump on Kyle. Everyone's going to jump on John Lynch and say, how dare you do that? And say, you guys should be fired for doing that. It's just unnecessary things that I feel like would imply to that. And I would bother the shit out of me. It would piss me off because people would use drafting Kyle Williams, if it fails, as a knock to Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, as if majority of 49ers fans right now, and I'm not saying like Juan, like you would do this towards Kyle or John Lynch, but there are 49ers fans out there that would be like, okay, you drafted Kyle Williams. Hey, that's something I wanted. And then it doesn't work out. Hey, how dare you draft Kyle Williams? You're a piece of shit GM for drafting him. And it's like, you wanted him. You want this guy. So it's just, I don't want that kind of pressure. I don't want that kind of stuff there. So I'm just not into that. Seeing Kyle's name on the screen makes me want to pour bleach into my eyes. On a serious note, we as fans, we need to be a little bit more mature about it. If Kyle Williams is good, then we should definitely take a good look at him, no matter what his name is. You're not wrong. That's definitely a mature way of doing it. I disagree, Wolf. I don't think he will have pressure on him. He just doesn't have to be complete shit. I don't know, dude. A microscope. He would have a microscope on him. We'll have to agree to disagree, but I'm super confident that he would have a super microscope on him because even if you are mature about it, it will be in the back of your mind, right? It would be, on the back of your mind that this guy did this. It'd be on the back of your mind, oh, we should have drafted Kyle Williams. But you're not wrong. Like Papa J's not wrong. You got to be mature about it. It's a different guy just because it's a name, it's or whatever. But there's a lot of immaturity when it comes to fans sometimes. A lot of people can't look past that. A lot of people are, they would literally hold that against him because of his name. So you're not wrong, but it's just there are immature people out there, right? And there's also people out there that love to hate, that love to find reasons to hate on Kyle, loves reason to hate on John Lynch. They would use that against them and turn it into a whole thing where it gets blown out of proportion, and those fans listen to those people, and it's just it'd be ridiculous. Next up, you got Ohio State defensive tackle Talik Williams. I'm a big fan of him. He's one of my favorite D tackles in this draft. Definitely my favorite in the second round. Someone I absolutely love. Next up, you got Quincy Riley. This guy's been mocked to the 49ers quite a bit from content creators, or like content creators would talk about Quincy Riley in the fourth round because we do need that third corner. It's just not first round stuff. It's not second round stuff, but it's like if you get a corner in the fourth round, that's solid. That's exactly the place where you should do it. And Quincy Riley has been connected by 49ers fans. And yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest Quincy Riley guy. But if they get him as a third guy and he works out, why not? I wouldn't hate it. I know a lot of people like him a lot. And then there's the rest of these that we've seen before, which was 3 days ago. Jalen Carr's tight end to Texas, D tackle to Tennessee, Omar Norman Lott, Walter Nolan, Mikael Williams, and Harold Fannin Jr. Where's the Pro Days private workout? Braden Taylor, Elijah Roberts. Elijah Roberts is Terradome's. Terradome absolutely loves Elijah Roberts. Big fan of Elijah Roberts. I like Elijah Roberts a lot. I think he's really good. Someone definitely worthy of that fourth round pick. And yeah, Terradome's onto something, man. Elijah Roberts is a very good player that I wouldn't mind getting in the fourth round for sure. Jeffrey Bossa. I'm not a Bossa guy. I don't really like Bossa, to be honest with you. But I think that's really the rest of it there comes to visits. So those are the visits right now. The new ones are Kyle Williams, Talik Williams, and Quincy Riley. And on the bright side, I mean, the players that the 49ers are getting with these 30 days, with these 30 visits, they're getting players that 49ers fans love. They're getting players that 49ers fans believe in. So it kind of comes back to what I said last week. It's kind of not last week, but I've been saying pretty much all season is that from this jump, from the firing of Brian Schneider, from the firing of Nick Sorensen to Robert Saleh, what's his name? Brant Boyer, the 49ers and the fan base have been on probably like the most common ground, have been on the same track better than anywhere I've ever seen. Like out of all the years of being a 49ers fan, I have never seen the fan base and the front office be practically on the same page. Like I'm telling you right now, most of these players I love. I'm shocked. Most of these players, 49ers fans love. It's like there's really no one that kind of stands out until you're like, oh yeah, that guy's bad. Oh, I don't know why they're even bothering with that. Like one or two, sure, like for me, Banks or Landon Jackson, but a lot of people love Landon Jackson. So it's just, I think I've never seen all of us from the front office to fan base just be on the same current. Most of the fan base, of course, not all, because it'd be impossible to do all. But like, if there was a consensus taken today, you would easily agree that everyone mostly is on the same page when it comes to these prospects. Now the execution is what matters in the draft. So these are the list of players in the 30-day. Out of these three, man, I want Talik Williams. Out of Kyle Williams, Quincy Williams, and Tyler Williams, Quincy Riley and Tyler Williams, Quincy Williams in the second. I think that'd be a great pick, in my opinion. All right, let's get some of these comments, and then we'll jump into the mock draft. We're going to do the one thing that everyone – this isn't my official – because I have an official mock draft that I do where it's like, okay, this is serious. This is something I feel like the 49ers should do, and they should draft. This is going to be an exercise of trading back that I don't think any of you guys have seen before, and I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun little thing, and I can't wait to see you guys freak out. It doesn't matter who we want. It matters if they take it, whether or not they are a good player. I do legitimately think Kyle Williams has the potential to be a top 10 wide receiver in the league. I know it's crazy, but I think he has extremely high potential. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a wide receiver on someday. Wide receiver one someday. I mean, it's definitely possible, dude. I mean, if you believe in your guy, you believe in your guy, man. Like Jaden Higgins, I think he could be a top 10 guy. Say that Jack Beck, I think he'd do that too. You know, and Kyle Williams does have that potential, man. And when you watch him play, he's got it. He's got the burst. He's got the route running. He's got the hands. You know, he's a good wide receiver. Like I'm not wrong. And usually I'm not lying, not wrong. But usually every year there is that one special player, wide receiver that kind of like, you know, that gets overlooked or falls through cracks to the third or fourth round, fifth round, even in sixth round. You know, that does happen. And Kyle Williams could definitely be that guy, like without a doubt. Like there's usually always a steal wide receiver somewhere in the draft. It happens all the time. And if you believe it's that guy, man, roll with it. Do it. You know what I mean? I'll praise John if they draft well, and I will be critical if they don't. It's not personal. They need to draft better. Last season was a great step in that direction. I know what you mean by that. Like if they do and they don't, but it's like if they draft Kyle Williams, it'll be tenfold. It's not like you're not wrong. Like if you criticize them if they don't do well, criticize them if they do well. But like Kyle Williams will be tenfolds that criticism is what would happen. So it's not as just simple as he's just, you know, oh, if they do wrong, they do right. It's if you love a player, my thing is like if most 49ers fans are saying, I love this player, and if you personally said yourself, I love Kyle Williams, 49ers should draft Kyle Williams, and they draft Kyle Williams, and Kyle Williams is bad, and then you criticize Kyle and John Lynch for that pick, that would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous because then you're not standing on your own ground. You're contradicting yourself. You're finding reasons to hate on the front office when it was a player that you absolutely wanted to love instead of taking responsibility for something you wanted to do, right? If they make it, like, for example, Pearsall, everyone criticized them for that pick, but now, and like nobody liked that pick, but it worked out. And now they get props for that. And that's what I'm taking from what you're saying is like, give them props if they do well, props if they do bad. But if you personally are saying, get this guy, draft this guy, then you are on the same boat with Kyle and John as a fan, backing a player. So you can't exactly criticize them for a player that you wanted. For example, if Membu doesn't work out, majority of fans want Membu, and Membu doesn't work out, you cannot criticize the front office for that because you and most of the fan base wanted that to happen. That is just you purposely trying to find a reason to be upset and blaming somebody else for something you wanted to happen. So it's like you got to take responsibility for your decisions too, right? You can't just always blame everything on just the front office and their problems when you wanted that to happen yourself. That would be ridiculous. That's not taking responsibility for any of your actions or any of the ground you stand on. So if you're saying that 49ers need to draft this guy and they do that, you're not taking responsibility if you were to get mad at them and blame them for having a shitty draft. You're not taking responsibility. And you should take responsibility for the decisions you make, for the things that you stand on. So, for example, the 49ers draft Mike Green, right? I'm not going to give the 49ers shit because if it doesn't work out, how am I supposed to – where do I stand if I think Mike Green's great and it doesn't work out? I'm the one that said, hey, they should draft him. So it's like, how can I give them shit for something that I think they should have done? It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like the Reuben Foster thing. Yeah, they shouldn't have drafted Reuben Foster. That was a terrible idea. Like, obviously, in retrospect is 2020. But at the time, I was like, yeah, baby, that's what I wanted. That's who I wanted, man. I got to stand on my ground. I got to take responsibility for my actions, for my decisions, for what I wanted to do. So there's a difference between criticizing for a front office for making good decisions or bad decisions or just making decisions based on like what you wanted to as well. Like you got to stand on your ground. You got to be a man and take responsibility for your decisions. Papa J blocked JCK for being logical. I hope they pay Jacob. I hope they pay Jacob Parrish a visit soon and a safety because Jair Brown is also doo-doo. You got to get Jair Brown a shot, man. Jair Brown is solid, dude. Jair Brown is absolutely solid, man. You got to give him a shot. You just got to give him a shot, man. You are Jair Brown's biggest hater, bro. Jacob Parrish, though, I like Jacob Parrish. I'm a fan of Jacob Parrish. I like what he can bring. I think he'd be a good slot guy for sure. And we're showing some love. That's why I see fist bump. That the overlooked wide receiver for me is Turpin from Dallas. Yeah, we brought him up for sure. Steve-O. Nobody believed in him, but now he's a top receiver. I mean, like, I don't know if he's a top receiver, but he obviously gets the separation he needs. But it like that. I hope you guys know that entire video I made that was short was all just a joke. Like I was purposely trying to make jokes. I was like, and for some reason, some people like when I made the TikTok, a lot of people were like, "No, man, he's actually good." And I'm saying man beater. He beats men all over the field. Like I was purposely trying to troll and make a joke. Some people got it. Some people were like, "Oh, I see the rage bait," or "Oh, I see the funny little joke you're making here." And it's just like that's all that really was. Like I saw an opportunity to talk shit about the Cowboys, and that's something that I always do for sure. But yeah, for sure. He's a good kick returner. I'll give you that. I think he's a good kick returner, but I don't know if he's actually a good receiver though. I don't know about that. All right, NFL mock simulator. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Boop. And oh, there it is. Okay. Boop. Pop J, nope, he's a top receiver. Pop J believes in Turpin. He is a Turpin guy, which I respect. I respect it. Stand your ground. Let's go and let's do this. Let me drink some water. Okay. This is the draft where a lot of people are probably not going to like this. A lot of people are going to hate it. Here we go. A lot of people are going to like this. Just watch. You guys are not going to like. You guys are not going to like what I'm going to do. I'm telling you right now. You're not going to like it. For a really long time, I thought his name was Turnip. That's absolutely funny. That's funny. All right. You guys, we got Membu available there. Here we go. All right. Okay, trade. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? I did it. I traded the 11th pick for the 39th, 41st, and 72nd pick in the NFL draft. We traded back for two early first, which we traded back for a late first rounder, an early second rounder. We did it. Ooh, that's a good value, but they wouldn't do that in real life, so I can't take that. That's something I actually logically can't do. I can't do that. All right. Did you seriously trade out of the first round? Without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. I did. I just traded out of the first round. I went into the second, got the 39th, and I got the 41st. Oh my God. But it's more like just real quick. It's more like if you wanted Trey Lance a lot, and that was the pick that you would have spent 3 first round draft picks on, and you believed him, and you said that was the right pick, and you defended that pick. then yes, you don't really have ground to stand on because that's something you would have done. So you got to insult yourself if you're going to do that. So, but if you think that you have ground to stand on, regardless of that, we'll have to agree to disagree. But I think that you got to be responsible for your decisions as well. So, yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of something you stand on. So, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. You got Gray Zabel. Okay. Look. All right. So you got Gray Zabel. You got Igbokwe available. You got Maxwell Evers. Nick Scorton's still there. Trey Amos. You know what I mean? Alfred Collins, TJ Sanders for D tackles there. Edge. You got Nick Scorton, who I love. Princely. I love Princely a lot. Kyle Kennard is still down there too. Do a mock and let the computer pick. I don't know about that. My issue is I don't like the edges available outside the second round that much. You don't like Nick Scorton, man? Nick Scorton is supposed to be like a first round type edge rusher. I think Princely deserves to be a conversation of that too. Kyle Kennard was SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Jared Ivey, I love Jared Ivey a lot. D lineman, you got Alfred Collins, TJ Sanders, Joshua Farmer, Norman Lott, CJ West, Peebles, Pegas, Elijah Roberts. Look at all that D lineman you can play with down here. It allows you to pick best player available if it falls to you. And what I'm doing with that 39th pick, I'm taking Gray Zabel. Pa! Gray Zabel, right there. Right freaking fracking there, okay? And then I'm going to take, hold on. That's a good deal. What's available? B. Morrison went to the Saints. So Nick Scorton is still available, still on the board. And I'm going to go ahead and take this offer here. Move back a little bit. That wouldn't happen. That's way too much. That wouldn't happen. Alex Collins is taken. D lineman. TJ Sanders still out there. Edgewise, I'm taking Nick Scorton out of Texas A&M. Juan's like, stop the trades, man. Oh, my God. All right, so we traded back to the family. He's like, no, I can't take it. All right, okay, so we now have Gray Zabel, Nick Scorton, edge. We need our D tackle of the future. That's what we desperately need, right? That's something you cannot leave. Cannot leave this second round without a D tackle. So it's definitely between TJ Sanders, Darius Alexander. I like TJ Sanders way more than Darius. So we're going to go ahead and take TJ Sanders out of South Carolina. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Zabel. No, we're not doing that. And we're not doing that. Okay. You got Zabel, Nick Scorton, TJ Sanders. Zabel is supposed to be a first-round talent, right? Then 72 pick. Edge that's available. We can get another edge here. We can get Makuba. I don't like Watts. I'm not a Watts guy for sure. I'll be honest with you about that. Linebacker, we get Demetrius Knight if we wanted to, or you get Teddy Buchanan later on. I mean, Jared Wilson's available, but I don't think that would actually happen. Mason Taylor is available. Mason Taylor. Terradome, I'm evil right now. You should see what I've done so far, man. I'm making Juan lose his shit. Oh, my God. I'm making Juan lose his shit right now. All right, so just so Terradome in the house can keep up with everything here, check this out. I traded out of the first round. I got 2 seconds and a third from the Bears, and we ended up drafting Gray Zabel, Nick Scorton, and then we got where's he at? Who's the other pick? Wait, no. TJ Sanders, Nick Scorton, and Gray Zabel. All of that by trading back. All that by trading back, my man. Oh, my God. And look at these options, man. Look at all these options. We got Fannin Jr. available, Mason Taylor. We got Kyle Kennard still out there. Makuba. We got Makuba still out there. He's still available. Man, there's so many options in this sweet spot right here. Oh, my God. Jacob Parrish is still available. Man, I have so many options. I don't even know where to go. Makuba is not a bad option. Kyle Kennard, I'm a big fan of him. Offensive tackle, D-line. I'm going to go. Ooh, we got the interior offensive line already. Savion Williams, Kyle Williams still out there. I'm going to take Makuba out of Texas. Terry Dolan says TJ is going to be a good one for sure. I agree, man. TJ's solid. If we get TJ, bro, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be absolutely ecstatic. Because look at this. Now, we got interior offensive line, we got edge, we got D-line, we got safety. We do need another D tackle, need another edge. Maybe 2 more D tackles, another edge here. But I like Jared Ivey a lot. I don't know why he doesn't get love. A lot of people like David Walker from what I've seen. Man, there's not really much edges left. There's only 3 that I like that are available. Joshua Farmer, Norman Lott, CJ West, a lot of people are a big fan of. Peebles and Pegas would be a great option, and Elijah back there. Linebacker, you still have Demetrius Knight available. Home run draft already. You can go ahead and get kickers the rest of the way. Hey, see, Terry Dome knows what's up, man. He knows what's up, dude. This is where it gets kind of complicated because I kind of want Jacob Parrish here. Might be a little too soon. But I think he might be a day one starter. Might be. It's not the deepest cornerback class. I really don't know what to pick here. And I might go Demetrius Knight. If Makuba is drafted, I will defend Kyle and Lynch with my life. I'm a huge Makuba guy too, man. I hope that happens. I'm going to go ahead. I might draft Scatabo here. And that might be crazy. I might be crazy, man. I might be crazy here. Oh, it's so tough. It's absolutely tough what to do here. What do you guys think? Should I make sure I get Jacob Parrish? Should I get Demetrius Knight and try to get Teddy Buchanan down later with the 192nd picks, probably 160? Demetrius Knight, though, dude. I love Demetrius Knight. He's one of my favorite linebackers in this draft. Joshua Farmer is solid. I'm going to make sure that we get our other D tackle that I love a lot that could play inside and outside. And I'm going to take Joshua Farmer. It had to happen. You now have 2 D tackles, one that can play inside and outside, and you got a guy who can. So you got a guy who can play edge and D tackle, also playing D tackle, and later on you can get another D tackle in the 4th round as well. So going back 6 spots, you get a 4th and a 3rd. Is Parrish still available? Parrish is still available. Will he be there if I trade back again? Papa J says O-line, but we got O-line with Gray Zabel. We got Gray Zabel. Holland Pierce and Belton can be an option. I'm going to go ahead and accept this Ravens offer. I did it. Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? Is he gone? Demetrius Knight is still available, guys. And Parrish is there. Parrish is there. Demetrius Knight is still there. Lord. Kyle Kennard is still there. Anthony Belton at Holland Pierce is still there. Cam Scatabo is still there. Not at first. Oh my God. We're gonna have to. It's either that or Evan Anderson. Man. Cam Scatabo right now would be solid. Demetrius Knight would be a steal, but you got Teddy Buchanan I can take later. Parrish wouldn't be a bad spot. We got the. I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. I got too many options. What do you guys think? Where should I go here? Parrish? Should I go Parrish? Should I go Parrish? Demetrius Knight or Scatabo? Because I think Scatabo would be absolutely perfect right now. Get Knight, he's more of a Greenlaw than Buchanan is, in your opinion. You're not wrong. Parrish might be available in the 4th. Papa Jason Scatabo. I'm going to take Demetrius Knight. You're right. I think Demetrius Knight is just way too Greenlaw-esque. And he can cover. He's a 4-down linebacker. I think he would just be so perfect for this scheme. Jacob Parrish is still there. He's still there, dude. Jacob Parrish is still on the board, y'all. Jacob Parrish is still on the board. What about offensive line? Oh, no! Holland Pierce and Belton are gone. Really? They went back to back. With Pierce and Belton and Scatabo. They went all 3. I guess I have to take Jacob Parrish here, right? I got to take Jacob Parrish, right? Kyle Kennard's still out there. Jesus Lord. I'm going to go Jacob Parrish. I got to go Jacob Parrish. I mean, he's one of my favorite corners in this draft. I'm going to go Jacob Parrish. I'm doing it. I'm pulling the trigger. We got Jacob Parrish at the 100th pick right there. Boom. Got our future corner. No. So reject. 113. What do we get? What do we need now? We got interior offensive line, Nick Scorton, TJ Sanders, Makuba, Farmer, Knights. We got linebacker, 2 D tackles and an edge. So we need 1 more D tackle, 1 more edge, 1 D tackle, 1 edge left. You got CJ West. You still have Kyle Kennard. I'm sorry, 113. That's an absolute steal. Kyle Kennard at 113 is an utter steal. I mean, and I don't like Emory Jones. I'm not an Emory Jones guy. That's what I'm saying. Like Parrish would probably play slot. CG probably move him to slot and have Lenore play outside. He's small too, but we know we can play outside corner as well. The 49ers had better not trade up for Warren, or whole team would go into rebuild mode if that happened. I don't know about that, but I would definitely not be happy about that. I agree with you. I would not be for that. I don't like Emory Jones. I really don't. He does play right tackle, but I'm not the biggest Emory Jones guy. We have our safety. We have our corner. We have our linebacker. We have an edge. We have a D tackle. I think interior offensive line that's left that I like is Miles Frazier. I like Miles Frazier a lot. Jake Majors is not bad. I like him too. Joshua Gray is Juan's guy. A lot of people like Willie Lampkin, but he's 5'11". That dude is tiny. All right. Savion Williams available. Kyle Williams still available. All right. Okay. I tell you what. I will do this. I will do. Before I should just draft Kyle Williams, just piss off the fan base 13 minutes. Yeah, for sure. This is what I'm going to do, man. All right. Do you guys think I should draft Kyle Williams here? Because he could be our kick returner. He's actually a solid wide receiver. He's really good. Should I actually just pull the trigger, stop being a little bitch about it? Because he is good. He is good. He is a good player. He is good. Teddy is not gone. Teddy is 192. We'll get him with the – we'll get Teddy. We'll get Teddy. We'll get Teddy with the 160th pick. We'll make sure we get our guy at 160. We'll get our linebacker. We'll get Teddy for sure. I just can't – man, if this was a real draft, clock would be up. I do like Jared Ivey, though. CJ West, a lot of people like CJ West. We don't have a tight end yet, and Jack Hawes might be that guy. And Conyers later. So Jack Hawes, Conyers. Montague is gone? Someone took Montague already? Are we serious right now? CJ says Kyle Williams take him. Man, he is a good player. It would piss off a lot of fans, though. Oh. Man, I don't know. Because you can get someone like Elijah Roberts later and Pegues. This is tough. This one's I don't want to keep going to safety. We're good. Noel is nice. I mean, Kyle Kennard right now. Juan says get Kyle Williams. Fine. CJ Ruthless says David Walker's still available. True. We will draft. God, that was like ripping off tape on my arm and just. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was. Oh my Lord. Just looking at that on my screen. All right, so we're good on wide receiver now. All right, get our tight end later, hopefully. How much picks we got left? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 picks to work with. We need a running back, a tight end, an offensive lineman, and one more D-line guy. Oh, my God. And I think – oh, Roberts is gone. That's who I wanted to get. All right, we need a running back. Giddens is available. I know you guys like Giddens, right? Everyone likes Giddens. I think everyone likes Giddens. I think everyone says Giddens is a perfect 49er spot. Let's go ahead and Bob J, what the fuck, Kyle Williams? Trust me, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, man. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do, man. Pull the trigger on that. We need a running back, and I would take Giddens. Giddens is a perfect back for the 49ers. I think that's a great spot. Now we don't need a running back. So don't need a running back. We just need a tight end, D-line, one more D-lineman. It could be an edge. It could be a defensive tackle. I think Peebles might be that guy. And an offensive lineman. And then you have, oh my God, Teddy's gone? Where did he go? Who drafted Teddy this early? The Rams, you bitch. You bitch. Oh, you bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. At least we got Demetrius Knight. At least we got Demetrius Knight. We got robbed, y'all. We got robbed. I did not expect that at all, dude. This is where I was going to take Teddy. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe we just missed out on Teddy, which is okay. I mean, we got Demetrius Knight. We don't really necessarily need another linebacker, but Jesus. It's the fact that he went to the Rams, man. He could have gone anywhere else. It would have been fine. I would have been like, okay, we missed out on him. It's whatever. Oh, Jesus. That hurt. That absolutely hurt. All right, we got to take an edge here, guys. I think we should take an edge here. And then hopefully Miles Frazier is there at 147. We need one more edge. And I think a lot of people like David Walker out of Central Arkansas. I don't like anyone's left, so I'll take David Walker out of Central Arkansas. Yep. That's what we'll do here. We'll take David Walker. Man, that hurt. That absolutely hurt, y'all. That absolutely hurt. D-line. Peebles and Pegues. Miles Frazier, are you available? You are available. We'll take Miles Frazier out of LSU. Not bad. Not bad. What do you guys think? I don't think that's bad. I actually think that's pretty good. That's not bad. We got two offensive linemen, Miles Frazier, who I like a lot, and we got Gray Zabel. Edgewise, we got Nick Scorton and David Walker of Central Arkansas. A lot of 49ers fans like him. We got TJ Sanders and Joshua Farmer, who can play inside and outside, and TJ Sanders. We're good on edge now. We're technically good on corner. We could use one more. I wouldn't hate it. Linebacker, there's no one else I really love after that. It kind of falls from there. Tight end. All right, I think here we got to go tight end. We got to go tight end. We have a running back. What do you guys think? Haws or Conyers? Betray me like that. That would hurt. That would hurt right here. Right here. Right. Honestly, I'm probably with Conyers with this pick right here. Got to make sure we get our tight end, and I think Conyers is probably the next best. Would be perfect as our third guy. So I'm definitely going to take Conyers here. Pause. And then trade up. Douchebags. Okay, whatever. Be like that, man. It's 177. There was a team that had, who was it? Was it Detroit? It was Detroit, I think. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Was it Detroit? I think it was Detroit. Huh. Man. Okay. Nope. We just don't need these picks because we pretty much attacked everything already. Who has the 200th pick? That's not going to do it. Shut up. Shut up. Giants. Nope. All right. Who has the 200th pick? Who has the 200th pick? The Browns. Okay. What? Are you kidding me, man? You're telling me that's bad deal? That's a bad deal? Man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here, bro. Let's trade with the Baltimore Ravens one more time. Freaking douchebags. Takes 603. There you go. Yeah, accept that. Accept it. Accept it. Dicks, man. Haters. All right. Okay, so what do we got? We got tight end, interior offensive line, edge. Let's just look what we like available that's left. We got Jackson Hawes, right? I like Jackson Hawes. Don't like the rest of these running backs. Jalen Rivers, I mean, not the end of the world there. Noel Williams and Mello Dotson are still available. Jake Majors is still available. I think I'm gonna take Noel Williams here. I might take Noel Williams. No, you know what? Peebles or Pegas? I like Pegas more. I'm probably gonna take. I like Pegues a lot. I'm gonna take Peebles out of Virginia Tech. All right, there you go. We got 3 defensive linemen, 2 edges. Good there. All right, whoever falls here, man. Who's this pick? Noel Williams is still there, baby. Nope. We're good on linemen right now. Hawes is still there. Pat Bryant's not a bad option. All right, I'm taking Noel Williams. And bam, that's the draft, baby. That's the draft, baby. That's the draft. I like how this turned out. The only thing that happened that I did not like was the what was it? I did not like Teddy Buchanan going to the Rams. I did not. I thought maybe I thought I could probably get him at maybe the next pick, like 140, whatever it was, 147 or something like that, 160-ish. I could definitely get him somewhere around there, man. I did not expect the Rams to just swoop in like that. All right, so we traded all the way back from 11, guys. We did the unthinkable. We did the one thing that I knew every 49ers fan would freak the fuck out about. I had to do it, man. Absolutely had to do it. Graves, by doing it, this is just an exercise to just show you that trading back this far allows you to do a lot of things. Gives you a lot of options. How many times did we do this where I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck. There's so many options. So like, for example, Gray Zabel, right? A player in the first round fell to us at 39 by trading for the second rounders. And then we got that 41st pick, which we traded back to 53 to get another third, a late third. We were able to get Nick Scorton, who I think is a first round edge rusher, right? Then you got TJ Sanders addressing 3 of your biggest needs on the line. This is a great start. This is an insane start. This is like in a nutshell would be a grand, probably one of the best drafts you could probably want. You get Makuba as well to fill in that safety spot. You got Joshua Farmer. So you got 2 D tackles, someone play inside and outside, and you get Demetrius Knight. Parrish, Kyle Williams is you guys. That was all you. All right? That was all you guys there. Kyle Williams, DJ Giddens, a lot of people like him a lot. David Walker, that's more of a 49ers fan thing. Miles Frazier, Jalen Conyers, Peebles, and by trading up, we made sure we got a corner of the future. Noel Williams is that guy. We did not get Cam Scatabo. We could have got Scatabo, but instead of getting Scatabo, we got Andrew Makuba, Joshua Farmer, and Demetrius Knight. That's what we did instead. I like how this unfolded. And I wanted to do this exercise to show you guys that between the second and fourth rounds, there are so many things that you can do with so many picks. Like some people are saying, like, well, you got so many picks. Exactly what I just did. Trade those late seventh rounders for whatever you can up front. So if you can trade those 3 seventh rounders, trade up as farthest you can and turn that into one player. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players still. 14. And I love every single one of these guys, man. This was a W draft, man. This is something we need to do. Oh my God. All right. Terradome says clip it. I'm gonna clip it and I'll put it on my post and you guys vote if you guys like it or not. And yes, we missed out on Cam Scatabo. I passed on him. I passed on him for Joshua Farmer and Demetrius Knight. Because these two are more important, and then Makuba as well. The Peebles one, it was between Peebles and it was Peebles and Pegues. The Peebles draft here was a Terradome choice. I was like, Terradome would want Peebles over Pegues, I think. So let's go Peebles. Okay, let's make him happy. I'm gonna give him Peebles. So that's what I did there. But yeah, I'll post it. You guys vote on it. Let me know how I did. But that's what I'm trying to say, man. I know trading out of the first round is like the scariest thing on the planet, but like it's almost putting my money where my mouth is with these picks, right? Where I say that between the second and fourth round, I'm telling you, there is actually great talent there that you'll be missing out on. And the more I think about it, I was thought to myself, and I told you guys that there's a lot of good talent from 11 all the way up until 43 that are in the same tier. And I wanted to like test that out. Like, hey, is there actually guys like that? And from what I've seen in real life, even like not even mock drafts like this, in real life, you actually see players that were supposed to go in the first round fall to the 30th-ish pick, fall in the 40s. You see that. And so the Gray Zabel thing, that could have been anyone else. That could have been anyone else that possibly falls out of the draft that would have been worthy of that pick. It's really just Gray Zabel is more like a symbol of what could naturally fall to you at 39 if you actually traded both those picks. The thing is, like, the 49ers fan base would freak the F out. Like, they would lose their minds. But if we took an edge rusher at 11, there's not much difference to me later on in the 20s or the 30s, or there's not much, like, just because I missed out on Mike Green, whatever. I got solid pass rushers. I can still get my guards that I need, D linemen that I love. There's linebackers I love I can get, make sure safeties. By sacrificing a top-end edge rusher, I was able to get the edge rushers I wanted, D tackles I wanted, safeties I wanted, linebackers I wanted, and just by doing that, by sacrificing that top tier, be able to do something top tier. So if you can get both those first-round draft picks and a third from the Bears, which I think would be worth that price because that is a lot of jumping up to do, I mean, just do it. I mean, I think I love the idea of that. So, all right. I think I saw Nikita. Rushed the ER Monday, kidney. They found cyst there. He was rushed to his open field better. His mom's found him on the. Oh damn. Well, I hope Michael's feeling good, man. That sucks. That's actually scary. I'm sorry, Nikita. Only has one kidney left. Well, you only need one to live. Just try to make light of it, but hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you're feeling better. This is the most important draft ever. I agree. It's really, really important draft. 49ers definitely agree. Definitely agree. Noel Williams. What else we got? I thought this was funny. No, we didn't get Scatabo. It was just based on need from the edge and D line, and there's just too much more priority the corner to really kind of go beyond that. So you can have your opinion, Joe, but I'm excited. Most of the players the Niners have met with are good in good positions. I absolutely love the players they're looking at. I mean, I love everything they're doing. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unless they do something crazy. Unless they do absolutely crazy, like take a wide receiver or a corner with the 11th pick, I'd probably lose my mind. Hey, Terry, don't appreciate it, man. I thought it was an excellent draft too. Actually, kind of worked out a lot better than I thought. Wait, what? Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was above what happened to my dad Monday. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I hope he's feeling better. I hope he feels better. Hope he's good. Hope he didn't hit his head or anything. That was actually a great draft. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. If we get these picks, we should be deep. We should be deep in the playoffs for the next 3 years, no doubt. I mean, you got Makuba, right? Like, see, I'm glad you guys are on board. I knew it was scary. I knew Juan, man. I was like, if Juan's in this live, and if he sees me trade back, he's gonna lose his shit. Because I know how much he hates it when I trade back in mock drafts. It's just the way to go, man. It's just the way to go. Oh my God. That's the truth. Kyle be on ayahuasca or something. No, he will not well. He might need surgery. See if he can remove it. Hope he doesn't lose his last kidney. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. Too many failed picks early on in the draft. Hope your dad feels better. 110%, man. 110%. 110%. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm blushing for how well that turned out. I was like, if this didn't work out, man, I was like, I'm probably get a lot of shit, dude. Probably get a lot of shit. Hey, there's a lot of people here. I'll pray for him and stuff like that, man. Just hang in there. He'll be fine, man. He'll be fine. It's good vibes, good energy towards him, you know. I'm not anti-trading back, but I just like you trade back too deep and too often. It works though, dude. It works. I know for a fact, man. If I traded back in Terradome's live, man, if I traded back like that in Terradome's live, going all the way down to freaking 39, everyone would lose their mind, dude. I'd be crucified. Oh my God, I'd be murdered. So, yeah. All right. That was the live, guys. I wanted to keep this relatively short. Today, I kind of just wanted to do this mock draft exercise. I'm going to put out a video that I did earlier today doing this exercise. I already did it already in another video. So if you want to see how that one turned out, let me know what you guys think of that. I'd love to hear it. To me, I think, honestly, probably this one to me maybe turned out better than that one did. But I thought this would have been a fun exercise. I haven't seen anyone do this, where it's like, hey, what happens if the 49ers just trade out of the first round? You get cheaper contracts. Yeah, you don't get that fifth-year option, but you get cheaper contracts. You get players that are on the same tier that you find in the first round. I just kind of thought, what if we did this? What would happen? And this is the outcome that I felt like it actually really worked out. It really honestly worked out. Now in real life, that might be different. But from what we've seen in real life, man, players fall out of the first round all the time. And I'll say one more time, Gray Zabel is just a metaphor, an analogy of what could happen for the 49ers when players fall out of the first round and you got those 2 second-rounders to work with. But, all right, guys, thank you guys so much for being part of this live. We talked about the Pro Day tracker visit. If you guys weren't here, the new visits for the 49ers were Kyle Williams, Talik Williams, and Quincy Williams. Sorry. Kyle Williams, wide receiver from Washington State, Ohio State defensive tackle Talik Williams. I'm a big fan of him. Quincy Riley out of Louisville, cornerback. I don't know. A lot of 49ers fans like him. I'm not the biggest Quincy Williams guy. Then the Pro Day, you had Alik Ayamanor from Stanford. He wore number 10 today, which is a sign to not draft him. They looked at Nick Nash and Teddy Buchanan today at the local Pro Day. So there's some good players the 49ers are checking out that I really do enjoy. So, all right, guys, be sure to like this live. If you haven't liked this live already, helps me out a lot, supports the channel, helps us grow. I'm going to go live again probably Friday or Saturday for the real mock draft, the one that I would really actually do. This one here was just more of a fun exercise of, if anything, to just kind of prove a point of what happens if we were to trade and get more picks. But Friday or Saturday will be my mock draft 6.0. I'm going all the way to 7.0. I'll do that either Friday or Saturday, one of the two, and we'll jump into more 49ers news, probably a longer live then too as well. This one, I just have to edit a video. I have other things I have to do today, and I had to keep this relatively short. So thank you guys so much for being part of this. I appreciate you, Juan. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much for the compliments, man. I appreciate it. Papa J, I know I broke your heart a couple times this live. I appreciate you. Joe Boyd, I hope the draft calms you down. I hope the picks that we get calm you down, man. I really do hope that, the draft is so good. It's like smoking marijuana. Terra Dome, glad you're here, man. Appreciate you being here, supporting the channel per usual. And thank you for the shout out, man, on Larry Krueger's live. I saw that video. Thank you for the shout out. When you did the thing and then you're like, I'm live with Wolfie as well. I heard that. That was dope. I appreciate it. Val, thank you so much. You're an OG. I appreciate you as always here supporting the channel. CG Ruthless, thank you so much for being here, helping make some picks. Noel Williams, solid, like that guy a lot. JCK, even though we completely disagreed on how to criticize the GM and stuff like that, that's fine. We agree and disagree on things. I still appreciate you either way, in your opinion. I know that Juan and a few other people probably agree with you more. That's okay. Like I said, we all have opinions, man. We all have the way we feel about stuff. Tyler Helton, hope you're feeling good, man. Hope you're feeling better about the SWAT team. Hope it doesn't kill you. That would be absolutely scary. Hope you're doing okay, man. And you don't go to jail unless you did something stupid to deserve to go to jail. That's different. Nikita, I'm sorry about your father, man. That absolutely sucks. He's only 47 years old, but hey, I wish him the best. I hope he recovers well. That one kidney stands strong, man, and everything works out for you and your father. You'll be okay. He'll be okay. Good vibes, good energy, and yeah, and I hope that prayers and things of that nature, really helps him out and stuff like that. He's in it. Good thoughts for us and stuff, and yeah, that's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. So I hope he feels better. I really do. Take care, guys. Be sure to sub if you haven't subbed already. Helps out the Wolf Pack, helps out the channel. You get to be part of the conversation because, like I always say, this channel is just one big conversation. That's what it's all about. And I would love for you guys to be a part of it because this channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. And be sure to like because every single like makes my 49ers heart grow from here to here. All love, fam. I'll see you next video. Bang, bang, not a gang, baby.